Welcome back, guys, to the Green Gaming Festival 2022. And my name is Blue Candle. I'll be roughly your host for the next 3 hours. And we have a very, very nice game upcoming from Leica in Space. I'm very excited for this one because I know that from my childhood. And yeah, Leica, I send it over to you. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Blue Candle. Hello, lovely people of the internet. This is a very special moment for me because, I have been speedrunning Bibi Blocksberg games since like 2020, and I was the first person to ever submit it to speedrun.com and stuff. So, yeah, this is the first known marathon run of Bibi Blocksberg. So I'm very happy to be here today to show you this great game. And yeah, with me today is my little trusty Bibi here with her little magnet, so she can stand on my microphone stand, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I've already seen a few people in chat, so thank you all for the good luck. I'm really excited to show off this game. And before we start, I'm going to read a little translated paragraph from the manual to explain the story of the game. So Bibi has arranged to meet with Barbara, Amelia, Amanda, and several younger witches to hold a witch gathering. She runs late, however, so the others begin without her. Just as the group has gathered around the witch orb, it is struck by lightning, which shatters the orb into 6 pieces. Suddenly, strange things start to happen. Each witch ends up in a different place with a piece of the orb. And to make matters worse, the witches seem to have gone bananas. Bibi is the only one who can help now. She has to search for the pieces of the shattered orb as well as for the correct spells in all the different locations. It is the only way the witches can be freed from the orb spell. An exciting adventure begins. And this adventure indeed begins after the countdown I'm gonna do. So we're gonna play this game in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, so this is Bibi Blocksberg. If you have never heard of this franchise before, I don't blame you because this is a German franchise that is not well known outside of Germany and Austria. And it started in the 1980s as audio dramas on cassette tapes. And then they followed up with an animated TV show, live action movies, and video games like this one. This is one of the first console games, and it was released in 2001 for the Game Boy Color. And now we are going to go do the first task of this game, because we have to find a watering can. Because here in the woods, a hermit is living. And they lost their watering can, so we're going to be a nice person and bring it back to them. So in each level, we have to find a star that contains a spell, and with that spell, we can do the boss fight. As I've said in the translation of the manual text, each boss is one of the 6 witches. And here we're going to equip the watering can on either the A or B button. We can actually choose. And now we're going to give it back to Kermit the Hermit. That's what I nicknamed this person. So say hello to Kermit. And giving it back allowed us to collect the frog amulet. So there are 5 amulets in the game. And this is the first one, which allows us to jump. Usually a very basic mechanic in every video game, but here we actually have to use an amulet for it, which is kind of funny. And now we are searching for the spell star. So the spell star is actually up there, and it is marked by a huge arrow made out of flowers. But spoiler alert, it's not gonna go as planned because, oh no, a bird takes it away. What are we about to do now? Well, we have to find the nest of the bird. And sadly, there is going to be an issue as well with that. But I'm going to talk about that when we get there. So here's the boss of the level flying through the screen, which is kind of funny. This boss is actually one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise. Okay, so yeah, we are jumping over rivers a bit and stuff, and now here you can see the star in the nest of the bird, and we're gonna trigger the squirrel here line ourselves up with the squirrel, shooting nuts at us, and then the nut pushes down the star so we can actually collect it. And now that we have the star, we are ready to fight the first boss, who is called Shubia, and she is the punk witch. But before we can actually fight her, we have to do a little mini game that you maybe know from an arcade classic from back in the day, related to frogs. So any Frogger fans, post something in chat. Okay, so when we arrive in the boss arena, we have to equip the star on one of the two buttons. You can choose which button you prefer. And now we have to hit her 4 times to defeat her, and that will be the first level done already. So yeah, we just stand here in the spot and just hit her 4 times, and that's the level. First level done, very good. So,
Good job.
thank you very much.
For a short donation.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we got one from, I hope I pronounced that right, ODW. Maybe you know the person. Donating.
Yeah, also a Bibi speedrunner, so.
Yeah. Also got a comment here, donating to a good cause. Getting a Bibi game to a marathon. Consider my money is yours. Good luck, Laika, to the run, and Hex.
Thank you so much. Yeah, good luck and hex. Yeah, that's what Bibi always says when she does a spell, because in the Bibi Blocksberg universe, all spells have to first rhyme and then end with hex. So yeah, those are bees. They follow us around, and if we touch them, we actually die, like instantly. But we have to, so we lure them to the flowers to be able to collect the star here. And usually when you have the star, you are ready to do the boss fight, but not in this level, because we still need the second amulet to actually do the boss fight. Yeah, maybe you've seen this blue bar at the bottom of the screen. That is not Bibi's health bar, that is the magic power bar, and it depletes every time we use an amulet. Bibi's health is actually indicated by the flower, and each of the flower petals represents 2 health points, so Bibi has 8 HP in total. And now we're gonna get an axe from this trusty little owl, just handing out weapons to kids in the forest. And we're gonna do a death warp here. Yes, this game has death warps. Very useful, actually, because it saves us a lot of time. And now we equip our broom and the axe. And yeah, we need the axe. Now, first of all, we need the broom to fly over here. And then we use the axe to collect this amulet because it is stuck in this tree stump. And now we actually got it. And yeah, the second amulet is the bug amulet. And with this, we can push boulders around, which we need for the boss fight. Yeah, so if there's any donation, it would be a good time now to read it. We're gonna do some boulder pushing.
No more so far, but yeah, we have to make sure all the donations are going to Mother of Corals, just to keep that in mind. More information later when there's more time.
Yeah, so the next boss is in like an arena, and here's a little skip that Bloody Sunday found. So shout out, you're not supposed to push this boulder like this. The game wants you to go all the way around and push it like from the outside. But we don't have time for that because this is a speedrun. And now all the stones are in one of the corners and basically trapping the boss, who is called Xenia, by the way. And now we have to hit her 4 times, and this is actually the hardest boss in the whole game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this is so inconsistent, this fight. And so, yeah, gladly I didn't die, which is great. So now we have to equip the frog amulet again. Jump over this river here. And yeah, maybe a few words about the Bibi video game world, because it is very, very, like, yeah, interesting. Because in total, I kid you not, there are more than 40 Bibi video games, including the Bibi and Tina spin-off, which is about Bibi and her friend doing horse adventures. And we have currently 20 of the games on speedrun.com. So we are almost halfway there. yeah, what we just did was collect a fishing rod, and with that we did some fishing and got the fish amulet, which will allow us to swim and dive. And after we get the star out of the water, we're going to do another death warp. So I'm going to try to keep my health low. I want to be at 1 or 2 HP, which I am, so that's good. And now we're going to dive to get the star. Very nice. And death warp, because the swan does 2 damage. We had 2 HP, so we die and we death warp. And now comes the most epic boss fight in all of video game history. But before we get there, we first gonna do a little skip that I found, because here in this water section, we have swans, we have dragonflies, but there's also a shark swimming here for some reason. And the game actually wants you to dive under the shark, but we just hold up and left and just swim past, easy peasy. And then we damage boost through here. And now the most epic boss fight in video game history. Get ready, we equip the star, we shoot once, and done. Now I'm gonna do a new strategy that I recently found, I think 2 weeks ago or something, because there's actually a shortcut in this level that we didn't know about for quite some time. So we're gonna equip the frog amulet again to jump over here. And then instead of going all the way around, we just go through here. But the thing is, there are bees, and those bees don't kill you instantly like the other ones before, but they do 3 damage, which is actually a lot. But we get healed here, so I want to keep my health low again, because guess what? There's another death warp coming up. And here we collect the spell stuff from one of the molds. It is always the same one. This is not random, which is very handy, actually. I have 3 HP, so I have to get hit by the cat, because I want to be at 2 HP, entering this room here. Oh, by the way, the patterns of the enemies are not random either. They reset every time you enter a room, and they are always the same. So you can learn them, and then, yeah, go through the game with ease. And now that we collected the paint bucket, we can go through here again, but this time we're gonna get hit twice by the bees, not just once. So we have very low HP again, but guess what? It's not a problem, because we're gonna do another death warp here. And now I have to equip the paint bucket, and we have to put the paint bucket on this bush to collect the amulet. And believe me, I wish I could explain to you why, but there is just no explanation, not even in the manual. It just doesn't make any sense. But I guess we're not here to understand things, we're here to have fun. So let's equip the shoe amulet, which is amazing for the speedrun, because it makes Bibi run extremely fast. And this is also necessary here, because those birds are carrying a boulder, and if they hit us with it, we actually die. So we don't want that to happen. And now we enter the boss arena of level 4. We have to equip, the bug amulet and the... Sorry, I'm actually messing up the menu here. I was so confused because I put one thing on the wrong button, and then I was like, wait a minute, why isn't this working? But now it's working. So this machine is dropping drops of paint in different colors, and we have to put the machine over the correct flask with the correct color. And this is also not randomized. This is always the same. So yeah, we just... Oh yeah, if you want to read something, then now would be a good time.
No more donations so far, but yeah.
Okay, no problem. Then I'm just gonna continue talking, because we will soon go to the boss fight. There's just one more drop left.
But I can talk a little bit about the incentives that's coming for the next game.
Yeah, please do that. That's a good idea.
And depending on which ending you want to see, the pacifistic or the neutral ending, you can donate money. At the moment, we have 75 for the pacifistic ending. It's the longer ending where you just spare all enemies and get basically the true ending. Or the neutral one, if you want to see some murdering. So yeah, if you feel free to donate and choose the ending you want to see.
Yeah, thank you very much. So now we enter level 5. in which we're going to use the shoe amulet a lot because it saves like minutes probably. I've never timed this properly, but just look at this. We are running like double as fast. And yeah, at first, if you play this game like casually or something, like this can be like very, very intimidating because there are a lot of enemies and most of them deal 2 damage. And now we get the bell. Honk, honk. Shout out to the Goose Game speedrunning community. And yeah, so if you know the patterns, this is actually pretty easy to go through here, even with the shoe amulet being so fast. I didn't take a single point of damage. That is actually ridiculous, but whatever. Problem is, being on like full health is usually good, but not here because another death warp is coming up. So I'm actually going to get damaged on purpose. And we're going to damage boost through this snake here. Very good. And this very cute bear here, we have to wake him up with the bell because he overslept. And so, yeah, the bear is going to give us the spell star because, I don't know, the bear just found it and didn't know what to do with it. So they were like, hey, don't you want this star? Now we death warp. It just warps us 2 screens, but this is mainly to refill HP. So damage boost through the shark here. And I am going to go for a risky strategy, which is called no owl death. And I will explain that a little bit later. Because first, we have to collect the last amulet of the game, which we need to bypass the owls of death, as I like to call them. And yeah, now we equip the broom. I hope I can get the fast pickup strat here. It actually worked. Sometimes the sprite of the mole is blocking the amulet, so you can't pick it up. Okay, sadly, I do not have enough health right now to go for no owl death, so I'm just gonna do the other strat. You just die to the owls. If you touch them, you die, and you respawn here. And how do we get past those owls if one touch is enough to kill us? Well, the new amulet comes into play, the crystal amulet, which turns Bibi invisible, but she also can't move. So we have to like turn it on and off again, and on and off, and on and off to get past those owls. And now we fight the last boss, the second to last boss. And this boss is pure fan service, because if you know a bit of lore about the Bibi Blocksberg franchise, you know that Mania, this boss here, actually has a collection of 12 different brooms, and they are all protecting her here, which is just amazing that they put this detail into the game. Like, I really love this as a fan of the franchise. Yeah, now the last level is basically a big cave of death traps, and before I actually sat down like one afternoon to figure this level out, my strategy was just run through and hope that you don't die, which never worked. So yeah, I sat down an afternoon and figured out where to go, where to wait and stuff to get through here without dying. And there are owls at the end of this level as well, which don't kill you, they just damage you. But yeah, there's also the no owl death strategy here. I'm gonna try to get through here. Yeah, this is the fast strat. There is some backup health you can pick up down below in this room, but I'm not doing it. Okay, I have to focus now, so if you want to read anything.
Nothing to read so far. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get the backup health here, so I could actually try to go for no owl death in this level. I think I'm gonna try it. We're gonna damage boost through here, very good. We're gonna wait here for the hedgehogs. Now we collect the star, which is in between the fireballs, which is kind of funny. And yeah, this is the... Okay, we actually made it through, so I'm actually going to try to get no owl death. And no owl death saves like 10 seconds or something. Oh, my magic power is super low, so I might actually not make this. The thing is, this amulet uses like very little magic power, but I might still run out of it, so... I didn't run out of it! Yay! Okay, now comes the last boss fight, which is special because first of all, it's against Bibi's own mother, and also you have to hit her one time from each of the directions. I didn't get that hit, but that's not too bad. We're just gonna get it now. And time! Oh, sorry, I didn't say that time would be coming up. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this was Bibi Blocksberg im Bann der Hexenkugel, Under the Spell of the Witch Orb. It's a very fun speed game, in my opinion. Like, if you know like how to get through and stuff, it's so satisfying and so much fun. And if this game actually intrigues you, there is a whole set of video tutorials on speedrun.com in a guide, and we also have a playlist on YouTube, and I made a tutorial for each of the levels, and I would love to see you on the leaderboards for this one. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna show a meme I made for Bibi. Maybe you know the original "A Winner Is You" meme. I made it into "A Witch Is You." And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for the GG. Like, I'm seeing so many names in chat, and it means the world to me that you are all here. Like, honestly, this run is just, yeah. Can I ask what the final time was, by the way?
Yeah, so we got a final time. Sadly, we don't have the timer on the overlay because we had some tech issues. But the final time is 18:03. So yeah. Congrats to that.
That's a very respectable time. Yeah. Like I remember, like when I submitted this game to this marathon at the beginning of September, my PB was at 20:50 something, and now it's down to 17:11. So yeah, this journey has been like amazing. The sum of best is currently just below 17 minutes, so that's going to be the ultimate goal. But yeah. Also, check out the other Bibi games. There is a Bibi series page on speedrun.com/Bibi_Blocksberg. And yeah, just check out all the Bibi games. Many of them are a ton of fun to speedrun, and I would love to see some new runners. So thank you so much for inviting me to this great marathon, and I wish best of luck to all the upcoming runners. And yeah, thank you.
Some shout outs you want to give to someone? Or?
Oh, yes. I want to give a huge shout out to Bloody Sunday for pioneering this game and making a tool-assisted speedrun for this game, which wasn't optimized, so I did beat it, but without that, I probably would never speedrun this game. Huge shout out also to Lucille, Fire Splitter, ODW, also Bibi Blocksberg speedrunners. Huge shout out also to Miss Truffles, who is a great friend, and thank you so much for being there. And I probably forgot people, but I love you all so much. Like, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for playing, and thanks for the great run. It was very entertaining to watch. So next up, we will have Undertale, and I'm really happy to commentate. Well, not commentate to host this run. Still make sure we have an incentive live. You can donate to choose the ending. So if you want to get a late donate in to choose which ending we are playing, then go for it. And we also have a few donations still coming in here in the end of the run. I'm gonna read now. First one is from an anonymous, so no name here. And it's $25. So thank you very much for that. And the comment is for Bibi and Tina and Amadeus and Sabrina. So this is also a Bibi Blocksberg reference. And we also got a $10 donation from Young Toonfish with a comment, oxygen not only comes from trees, so let us save the corals and reefs. Hex. Also, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the donations. I just want to quickly, if I'm still live, I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's still live. So gonna go over now to
Hex.